Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Danny Malcolm and we're here at the Perth Golf Centre studio, and today I've got a video that's going to really help you stop that hiking in the downswing. So we're going to explain firstly what is hiking and how to check for it, what it causes in the golf swing secondly, and thirdly we're going to give you 3 wonderful and simple drills and feels to help you stop your hiking for good. So firstly, what is hiking? It might be a new term for many, but really what it is in the downswing, in that transition phase of the golf swing, crucial element of the swing, is when that trail hip hikes or jumps up in that transition phase of the swing. So a good way to check for this, what I like to do in the studio when I'm analysing players in person or online, is basically drawing when they get to the top of the swing here, just drawing a little bit of a dot or a circle towards this right hip or the top of that pocket there. And what we'd like to see in that transition phase is that as we work down, to stay on that line or work below that line. So we're going to get that trail hip to work on or below that line, so it maintains those same angles that we have here at address, and we'll work on that same angle, that same plane, if you will, down into impact. So whenever a player is hiking, that trail hip is going above that line in transition, so it's hiking, and you'll see that mark will go up and above that line. So when you're filming yourself, you can put a little mark at the top of the swing where the right pocket is, or the trail pocket here, and then see in that transition, does that mark go, or your hip go above that line, or does it stay on or below? If it goes above, then you know you're hiking. So that's what hiking is and how to check for it. Now, number 2, what does it cause? Well, as we get that trail hip hiking up here, it can get us stuck. So that's basically invading the space where we want the hands and the club to move. So by hiking, you're going to get stuck here. That can mean a player's got to really do this kind of action to get back to the ball. They've got no room here. We've got to sort of flip at the ball. Not ideal. Another thing it could cause is a player to get more over the top, so it can cause some path issues, and then we've got to make some adjustments from there. So not ideal when we look at hiking. Something I see so often on the lesson team here in the studio is players with that right hip just shooting up here. Some players quite aggressively, and it does really cause a whole host of issues. So if it's not a mobility problem, or if it's not a glute problem, and it's just a concept thing, then here's 3 great drills and feels that's going to help you improve that hiking and stop it for good. So the first one is simply just bringing awareness to your belt loop on this trail side. So what we're going to do here is, as we work back to the top, we're just going to focus, and the intention is to get that trail belt loop here to work down towards the golf ball. So you can even get your thumb on the trail hand and just almost push it down towards the golf ball. Then what you'll see is that trail hip is going to work more down and around, and that's just what we're trying to sort of feel here. Now if we are hiking, you'll feel that belt loop and the thumb is going to work up and out in front of you. So if you can get the feels for that working down and around, down towards the golf ball here, then when you come in to hit some shots, you can take that same feel, just starting small, down and around, and it's really going to help you stay in posture and help you rotate through the ball much better. So that's the first one that can really help players. Drill number 2 is basically getting your lead hand and putting it in your trail pocket. So these are all designed for the same goal, but just different ways to feel it. So get your glove hand, place it on your pocket here, and as we work back, what we're going to try and do is feel that pocket working again, down and around. So you're almost going to pull the pocket down. I'm really pulling my trousers here, down and around, and again it just gives you that feel, really pulling it down and through here. So that's just a wonderful one again to feel that, and you can see my hips are still on that inclination that they were at address. Now if I get that wrong, what you're going to feel is that right pocket working up, and the hand and the fist here is going to work back out in front of you here. So that's a great one again, just to feel that working down and around, and then you can come and hit a shot And again, that's the same idea, again, that hip to work down and around. And finally, drill number 3 is getting a golf club and just bringing some awareness to your club face. Again, the golf club on your hips and trying to get that club face now as we work to the top of the swing, getting that to work down towards the golf ball. So we can place the golf ball out in front here and we're going to get that feel club on the hips, working to the top. Now from here, that golf club, we want to get the club face almost as though it's going down towards the golf ball. Now, of course, it's never going to get there by any stretch, but it's just that intention of working more down and around versus hiking up. And you see that golf club head's flying out in front of me here. So again, a couple of feels down and around. And then I've got those feels here. So now I can come in and hit a shot. I'd always recommend to obviously work very, very slow, very deliberate as you're sort of feeling these to start with. And you're sort of feeling where your hips are, filming it. Again, marking a little dot at the top of your backswing on your trail hip. Where does that move? Does it move above that line, on that line, or ideally below that line? And then you can, if you're doing that good slow, then you can build up the speeds here. And you start to get those feels. Down and around with that trail hip. So guys, there's my top kind of 3 plays there to improve that hiking. Again, explaining what it is, what it causes, some great drills. I really hope that helped. If you'd like any more drills to improve your ball striking as well, click the link in the description below for some free drills. It's really going to help you there. If you have any comments on the hiking, post them below. I reply to every single comment myself. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. At Danny Malcolm Golf, I take pride in helping golfers build world-class ball striking, and I've been doing it for over 20 years. And now you can train with the exact same drills and skill building exercises I use with my private students here in the studio every single day, and all for less than the price of an in-person lesson with me. The ball striking blueprint is guaranteed to improve your ball striking. No guesswork, just a clear plan that works. So join the thousands of golfers who've already transformed their game by clicking the link in the description below to get started, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the inside.